have been pumper failures in the past. This is long before my time, folks. Long before I took it upon myself to start doing all these wee checks. Before, I'll be honest with you, before I even had a passing interest in the pumping of the water and the tidal systems, how they work, particularly around the West Sussex coastline. But yes, there were pumping failures. You can go and read about them in the small library called the Library of Worthing Pumping Failures. I'd say a library. It's just a room. It's part of the general library, but you have to go downstairs into a wee room where there stands there's only a few books about the various pumping failures throughout the years, and a wee sausage roll kiosk. That's where you go to get your sausage rolls and your fizzy drinks if you've been spending a lot of time in the library and you've gotten yourself a bit hungry as a result. I believe they've started selling different flavoured nuts in there now as well. So if you do get hungry whilst in the main library, or indeed in the pumping failures section, you'll probably be able to get something to take the edge off before your tea. We've all been there, folks. We've all been there. We've been trapped in the library. I say trapped in the library, just in the library, doing your research, and all of a sudden your belly starts rumbling quite loudly. And of course, folks, as you all know, any of you who at least have spent any significant time in libraries, that you're supposed to be quite quiet. Shh. That's what they say in the library. If you've been talking too loudly. And because of the very quiet environment of the library, obviously when your belly starts rumbling, blub, 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 it will draw attention to you, and perhaps the old lady who works in the library will come up to you and say, "Couldn't help but notice, you sound like you could do with some food in you, a wee bite. Perhaps you would like to visit our pastry section downstairs." And you say very quietly, I didn't know you had a pastry section downstairs. Is that new? You say, yes, it is new. We have various sausage rolls down there, various sizes of sausage rolls. And you'll find those right next to the small library section, which is all about it's got all the books relating to the pumping failures of Worthing. That's all right. Just letting that man out there. So that's what you do, folks. That situation has happened many times in Worthing Library. It's almost part of the job now of the old wee women who work there to listen out for the tummy rumblings of hungry men and women, and they will go and gently whisper in their ear, "You do know we've got a wee pastry stall downstairs now, near the small Worthing Pumping Failures Library." Of course, anyone worth their salt will know exactly where that is, and in an instant they're up from their table and they're down there getting stuck in to the lovely sausage rolls that they sell in the library. Some people, believe it or not, folks, some locals will actually go for a day out at the library now that they've discovered that there is a sausage roll kiosk down there. They're not in the least bit interested. In reality, they're not in the least bit interested about bettering themselves through the power of the language. Reading, in other words. No. They pretend that's what they're going for. But really, they'll come out of the library several hours later on, not a bit wiser or more informed from when they went in. But their tummy will be full, packed with the meat and the pastry from the sausage rolls. And of course, probably now that the option is available to them, a lovely wee bag of nuts. Just at a roundabout here, folks. I've got to be careful. That'll do for now, sure. I hope you enjoyed that. That'll probably do me for the day, to be honest with you, folks. Bye-bye.